They take the Kunkka, which got a 10 movement speed buff. That hero is very good now.
He's fast. He's got new shoes. But yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of him. A couple of niche picks. I know other regions are probably giving him a bit more attention, a bit more love than us here in America. But yeah, what is it here and now? You know, maybe Kunkka typically wanted to be good against something like the Wisp. I'm sure that the relocate and X has some fun potential there, but you know, is it more of kind of just a comfort option for Canis to play in the mid lane? Is it a preventative? Like how far should I read into this Kunkka pickup?
I'm gonna make a terrible quote here from our amazing observer named Pop Tart, who has he thinks that he comes up with these really cool strats and that the pros steal it from him somehow. Okay. It's like as if they're looking at his replays for some reason. He believes in this waterbender Kunkka. Okay, and I'm actually forgetting the entire build, but I believe Octarine Core is part of it. The Shard, which is that seemingly useless wave across the screen that you see from time to time, is part of it as well. I hope we see it, just so I can laugh at Pop Tart. But I'm not sure how strong this hero is right now.
I've got something to build off of that. One of my friends,
really,
yeah, it's Xantic. He plays Kunkka quite a bit. I think one of his most played heroes. He recently got like the record for most damage in 10 seconds with Kunkka in season 2 of the EU DPC. There's another, speaking of waterbender, he said that they killed his hero when they ruined Cleave on it and turned him into a stupid water Pokemon, and that he's awful now. So, to Pop Tart, who is currently with us, my apologies, but
hey, water against water. Screw fire versus fire, friends.
Yeah.
Morphling himself.
Yeah. What Pokemon Snap just came out, so it's a very Pokemon type lineup right now.
Okay.
I was playing that before I came here. I'm gonna go back to that immediately after we're finished.
We're getting word here. I'm hearing word from our observer Pop Tart right now that the build does not include Octarine, as you can see right here. It is currently Veil of Discord into Blink, into Ags, into Shard.
Oh goodness!
Waterbending Kunkka.
The waterbending Kunkka, invented by Pop Tart. That gentleman there. So
I'll let Xantic
hope
know.
to not see it. Hope to not see it in your pubs near you, but depending on what Arkosh does, maybe soon to happen. But like you mentioned, we have the Morphling pickup on the other side. AA was already taken out. Obviously, support's already picked up. They feel confident that Morph is not going to get shut down easily from this lineup, which, I can agree with. If he gets the farm and gets to that late game, Morph could he could be a problem. He could.
I don't.
Still looking for. I mean, are we thinking offlane Kunkka or mid? By the way,
mid. Probably.
What do you guys assume?
I don't think it's going to be offlane. It's probably a little bit better at offlane after it has the movement speed, but it's still like easily run down and feels kind of bad. It picks off of the mid lane a lot better. Or sorry, picks off of the mid lane a lot better than offlane. Probably mid. They banned out the lifesteal. They banned out Death Prophet. They're worried about their tower damage. They don't have great tower damage at this point. Would have helped pushing with the Death Prophet and the Veno. So now they can't end it early against this Morphling, which is pretty good.
Yeah, what else can they get to supplement that little bit of extra tower push and be in the offlane and do it? It's like Underlord or Nature's Prophet. I guess that's an offlaner if you really need some additional tower push. But it's Arkosh. Are we just going to sing a Pudge because they got the game 1 win? Like, I really don't know what could happen here.
I mean, Pudge through Arena, gentlemen, countered.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one.
I mean, to be fair, like Pudge, it's not necessarily good this game, but the Shard actually does provide a lot of like non-memey potential for the hero. It gives him a save, something that's I believe 400 range now. It's actually really good.
He is the one who gets relocated out. There is some.
Yeah. There you go.
Ridiculous.
Why not?
Shenanigans there for sure.
For reference,
I'll commit everything for the save.
Earth Spirit has 125 cast range on his Aghanim Scepter, which does the same thing as a save as Pudge's, which is ridiculous. That chart shouldn't exist. And there needs to be a different visual for that one. And the hero just disappears instantly. You're not really sure where it went.
Yeah, there's no sound either, I don't think. It's just gone. And I think when we saw it, like on the Terrorblade and the Undying game, like I assumed he died. Like it just disappeared into thin air. You would not know. The confusion factor is certainly there.
I understand from Valve's perspective, they don't want to spend extra resources putting sound effects and visual effects as something they might not even keep in the game. So it's kind of like a beta test of the Shard just to make sure, okay, it's good. It's good for the game. It's good for the hero. Now we can add the effects that are needed.
I think if they need to add an effect for the eating, we can make maybe your microphone to do the mouth breathing thing, and we can add that in. That would be a good one.
Did our production
like
manage to catch Sunsfan eating his food earlier? Is that something we can throw on production?
I went ham. I'm not gonna lie. It was beef, but I went ham on it today, gentlemen.
All right. Wow. This draft finished up real fast. The Timbersaw offlane pick for Felt. The Canis Vulpes OD coming out for Arkosh suddenly. That means it is an offlane Kunkka. Gentlemen, I need fast thoughts on this one. I'll start with the outside first Suns fan. Who's getting it?
Okay, so I really, really like the draft of Felt when I go against the Arkosh Gaming side. I don't think it's even close, so I'm going to continue saying Arkosh Gaming will win game 2.
You, Neff.
I'm with my friends on Felt. Arkosh, I'd pulled some shady stuff to win game number 1. There was double damage runes spawning at pretty sus times. Getting a fairy trinket on Storm Spirit. Felt wins. It feels like justice. So to Felt.
All right, that's our panel. Let's go ahead and head to a break. When we come back, though, we've got the casters here. It's Lyrical, it's Trent, and it's Waterbender Pop-Tart, bringing you the observing. Pop-Tart, look at the camera. We're looking at you. Hello? All right.
Welcome back, Dota fans. We got game number 2, Arkosh facing off against Felt and Trent. We have an offlane Kunkka. Grumlow, he's playing it. I want to see if he stacks Ancients with Torrent. That's the bee's knees. Probably won't because, it's good to stay in lane, but we'll see.
I see he has a BKB in his buy slot thing on the far bottom right. What bending is that?
I don't know what that is. That's a weird one. Ooh, and they get the D ward too. Nice little play there, scouting out the ward. An immediate tip. Oh no, they're gonna try and bully Tay here, dude. When you think you're going against a Kunkka and then they just last pick OD, that feels so bad.
Is this still happening?
I guess it looks like it.
I don't remember well, I'll wait till after this.
Crow able to get a quick little bounty run there for himself. So Arkosh gonna finish off with 3 of them.
Stuck.
Oh no,
Guys,
Crow!
wait, come
hello, help, friends. Pale Horse, come get him out of there. There you go.
I missed one creep because of you. All right, so the only time I can actually recall Timber vs. OD, I know it surely has happened, but the only one that springs to mind instantly was actually MLG Columbus.
Ooh.
Speed Gaming, Arteezy Timber, Salty against an OD. He was very upset because
how did it go?
He got picked Timber versus OD by EE. I think the lane went kind of fine, slightly bad, but then he just recovered with Timber plays.
Right.
Yeah, just not one that we see very often. I mean, OD just changes so many damn times. He's probably back to what he was back then now anyway. Oh, except for Essence Aura. What a spell.
It's such a ridiculous thing. Well, we'll see how it goes for him. We'll watch it. If he can sort of out-regen through it. Already, I think this is a salve coming out to him. No, he's just bringing tangos and finishing off the bracer. Is that going to be enough regen? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This could be a tough one for Tay.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't... I mean, I personally do not see much OD at all in DPC. I don't know about you. This is a very unusual hero in my regard. So if you guys haven't kept up with OD these days, it's back on the Astral. In terms of stealing a percentage of their max mana. Just so you know, so that's when you got to watch for.
Right. Oh, no.
And there it is.
Get some good damage in there, too. Throwing out the Arcane Orbs, being a bit of a butthead, and trying to go immediately in to that Meteor Hammer. Is up top. Lots of damage now. And First Blood, Pale Horse gets the kill on Justice. Not bad at all.
I've quickly done some calculations here, and according to my research, out of the entirety of Season 2 DPC right now, uppers and lowers, every region, this is only the 4th OD pick.
Wow.
And it has yet to win.
Well,
so it's 0-3.
If this laning stage is anything to go by, this could be the first, because they're looking pretty good in that mid lane on it.
Leave it to Canis Vulpes after last game, Find a way. Maybe his name's Will.
Ooh. Oh, shocking.
My God.
Playing and coaching at the same time. Unbelievable.
Amazing. Yeah, but no one could play from Europe on this team. That would be crazy.
That would be wild. There's no way.
Justice being chased down here by Crow with a handful of creeps helping out. Yeah, tether that creep. No, creep betrayal.
What?
Why? I mean, on the one hand, it's like, okay, well, the pulse stop, but on the other hand, it's like, I just had you all jazzed up.
Okay, weird. So this is gonna end up being a big wave pushing in afterwards. It looks like, right? That's what this looks like to me.
That would appear. Well, they could get some denies going here, maybe, depending how far back they get zoned. But yeah, they're gonna bring the creep over, so yeah.
No, they get it. Came on in, and then the spear afterwards. Like, yeah, you're not getting that. They don't even get the last hit on that range creep over there. So a really good play of this lane by Felt, I think. Although they're already behind, so maybe not.
Damn. All right, they got creeps coming, right? They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I see Mr. Comrade here is a Morphling player looking to not be bended by the water. But yeah, that's a lot of Morphling games.
It is. And not necessarily the that many things that he has to worry about in this one. I guess the OD is the main thing that sticks out. Although it feels different from when it used to be. You just get completely owned by sanities. It's a little different now in some ways.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like how. I mean, you're in the end, it is still an int issue because of like your mana pool and everything.
Right.
You know, statistically, it's still one of the worst counters. But it used to be like by far the worst counters, and now it's not even in like the top 3.
Okay.
So still bad. But at the same time, OD's also not necessarily as good. So I'm sure that has a bit of an impact on it as well.
Yeah. You know what is good? OD mid against Timber. Holy shnikes. 8 denies, 22 last hits. Tay is not having a good time.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. He's just on an island. I guess farm the small camp. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's a pretty good solution. Get some regen back.
Yeah.
Catch the waves under his tower as much as possible. Cry whenever you get astraled. And then don't die at level 6, I'm sure. Would be I don't even know if you need to ult at level 6. You probably just keep bullying him the whole time. But, you know, Morphling, though, does have the gyro to copy this game, so that's always a good one, right, with the flat cannons.
Okay.
Have to keep an eye on that one. That's a quality counter pick. Oh man, he just keeps doing it to him.
Yeah. Yeah, just talking about this gyro.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just talking about Astral.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I'm drawn to it like a train wreck. I just can't look away.
I will say Tay's still getting levels. A lot of the range creeps are able to be secured. His little spear comes out there and connects. But yeah, he's still almost at level 6, and OD's just gotten level 6.
Is there any way he actually builds bots first? Is that actually a thing? That does not seem like a thing.
For Tay? Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not sure.
There's no way.
Just think about all that value.
That would be so aggressive. That would be crazy.
Now, one thing I did want to mention is, like, you know, Sunsman was talking a lot about this Warlock and how good it is and stuff, but I think we're seeing one of the downsides to this hero, which is, like, you really can't pressure at all on the offlaner, and Gremlo's got out of this laning stage completely free. Already has an urn done along with boots, and the bracer is, well, there's the kill mid that we were all expecting. Good kill there by Goat, and Pale Horse ends up going down to Felt up top. Zord secures it.
Nice. Bit of vengeance there, much needed. I mean, as you're saying though, like it's interesting. Warlock, you definitely can pressure with the right core though, because of the fatal bonds, right? Like if they don't have good regen, that is something that you can punish. But unfortunately, it's a Kunkka, and with this urn and this bracer, 6.4 HP regen, he has his own way to bully you with a Tiebringer. Yeah, you're not too concerned. Now kiss.
That's the best. I mean, it is.
Courier? Oh my god, dude!
Nice.
Come on.
Good stuff by Gremlo.
I mean, he had the
Taking
ward,
advantage.
which made it easy, but still.
Well, no stacks there, but there are some big old stacks going on up top for the gyrocopter eventually.
He's just
that's gonna be a 4-stack.
Oh, this game's entertaining, that's for sure. Between the mid and the bottom lane.
Gremlo's killing it right now. We'll get one of those creeps denied. Oh, this is gonna be a kill.
Maybe. I don't know. He's got Timber chain. That is.
Back towards mid, maybe. No, they can't get the kill onto Tay. They're back.
But I
behind
mean,
that
he
tower.
can't come back in, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If he gets Astral again, he's okay.
Gremlo?
I think he's okay.
Gremlo. Good torrent there. Tries to get out and has the TP away if he wants it. Goes away and can't quite get the finish on the Warlock. So Kunkka goes back home. The Morphling missed a
meanwhile-
couple creeps.
In the mid lane, they did get the Astral onto the Timber. He almost died. He got hit by level 3 Fable, but he was able to just get out of there thanks to the raindrops. So it was scary close. They just didn't have the Meteor Hammer back up in time.
Well, he's really the only one that's on the Timber Saw having a bad game, it feels like, on Radiant. Both Mars and Morphling are having like a pretty okay time. Obviously, Gyro a little bit ahead taking that stack, but you haven't missed many creeps on Comart yet.
God, this OD pick was so good. I mean, surely there's a reason why we only see 3 picks of the hero across the whole DPC, but like, man, Morphling, Mars, Timber, like, this is god tier. This is just, they couldn't lane anyone.
Yeah, there's nothing.
They actually just had to forfeit a tower.
I'm kind of wondering, though, if it's going to end up mattering, right? Like, if they can manage
This is good.
Cookie in, good lift from Goat, saving his life. So
That
the
was
question
massive.
is, like, the laning stage obviously is terrible. It's 1,000 gold lead at this point, but how good is OD as a hero? Like, is he still going to be able to, like, do a lot of things in this game? I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
Well, I think that it's like the people who like Smurf or whatever, and it's like anything can work. Crystal Maiden mid, and it's like, well, yeah, you're like 3,000 gold ahead of them at like 12 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
that's the kind of energy levels we're hoping here for Canis Vulpus, where then the hero, the laning stage is so impactful because of this massive lead that it gives you. And one of the beautiful things about Dota now is that we have so many items. I mean, you can just buy stuff for like any situation, and so that really benefits people who can still like stomp their lanes.
Okay. Well, we'll see
Man,
if
they're
he's
just
able to
outta
take
here.
that lead.
He's just hitting the tower.
Yeah, it's done. And Arena down bottom, though, or up top rather, finding
choice.
Pale Horse, trying to get the kill, and tether away. He is gone. Crow pulls him out of there, and Pale Horse just gets all the regen in the world. So
And
that is
Goat.
not going to be a kill, and in fact,
He wants the spear.
this might go down. They get relocated away, but Cookie's stolen. Missile's going to connect, so we're coming to help his buddy.
Yeah, he noticed that there's bulwarks, so
Yeah.
just grabs from the. I mean, Cookie's probably the best right now for him, so this is great.
Yeah.
And it's a rotation now from Canis Vulpus. Vision, I don't think they saw this rune, so they don't know there's an Invis OD. And well, adios, amigo.
Is this
How
timing
good is the level 4 shift?
Oh, he gets it off, and he's good
Well,
to go.
I think you have to. I mean, I guess theoretically he might not get it off. That's kind of interesting. They don't have a way between those heroes to not let it happen, right? If you're going to set up with Astro like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that they can do is, like, sort of combo ship into Torrent and then go for it afterwards. But they will get the tower at the very least.
Oh, yeah. Still good.
Gremlo, TP in mid, has
Oh,
boat
Cookie that
available.
creep. Cookie that creep.
They got the X. Gremlo pulls back with the Torrent, going to connect there. Does need to be careful. This could be a lot of damage out. Tay doesn't have mana, though. Oh, okay. Tanking through the tower now. The boat's going to go out and, well, does a little bit of damage to the catapult, but it eventually goes down regardless.
All right, interesting. Gremlo learning the hotkeys here of Kunkka.
Perfect.
Yep. Oh, man. Canis Vulpus is so huge. Treads, Battle Fury. Treads, Meteor Hammer, and Blink nearly finished. Has the value Windlace. I love it. Get some speed across the map. Spirit Vessel on the Kunkka. Great build for this hero. They are ready to just rock and roll and let the relocates fly. But great answers from Felt. They know that there's a tough situation here with a couple of their cores, so they've moved up here as a unit. They're pressuring. They want to threaten Arena like this. And then this just does get better when the Warlock eventually hits 6.
Yeah, they
Not
gave the
sure
tome
what
to
happened.
Snapfire.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine, but Warlock's suffering. Yeah, this is good. He's going bottom for the XP.
All right. Meanwhile, mid, it's a haste turn on Canis Vulpus, uses the Meteor Hammer mid to push the wave. And in the meantime, I mean, Kunkka, he's got 2 points in X now. That third point is really when you can start getting a little bit better reach onto these heroes. It feels like it's this weird situation where Arkosh, where they know that they want to be dominant on the map, but if they try and like force the issue, they could get punished maybe. So I like the little bit of hesitancy they're being shown here, and Warlock won't get hit by the Torrent. Meteor Hammer afterwards, he's jumping and jiving, able to get out of there. Actually, he lives through it.
I like how he's still level 4. He's like, can you guys just like go away?
Yeah.
Like, please. Yeah, there's no point forcing a fight as Arkosh without PKB on Gyro, and that's so far away, you know?
Dude.
Like, that's going to be ages. He's got, like, his Maelstrom, he wants his Ags.
Yep.
I think that until then, they just want to make sure that they're getting better trades across the map, and they'll be content.
Well, and the thing that's a little weird, though, is that it does feel like there's still really good farm on Felt. They're actually catching up when there's no kills going on in the game. So, Felt staying with it and not, like, completely losing out after the laning stage.
The only reason that's working, though, is so they don't have to blink yet on the OD. Once the blink is on the OD, then they can go for the pickoffs because they won't be this 5-man unit anymore that they're using to push down the towers. Then they'll be easy kills as mid lane. They don't have the damage to bring down the timber, so not worry about that. They're going to relocate down bottom, but Mars is coming in for this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they can't bring any more.
Not going to connect. We need wards. Krumlo just letting his team know. Guys, come on. Give me the wards. Mid. Meteor Hammer going to land. Hey, ooh. Thought about getting a little bit feisty in there onto Canis Vulpes. So the blink reveal doesn't find themselves a kill.
I feel like that was like in nature where like the little small thing runs with the elephant and the elephant gets scared and jumps back.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like, oh, he's got a plan. It's like, didn't like calculate his ulti or something. He's like, you know, I could probably just wipe this dude. But great defensive mechanism there from our Timbersaw.
Yes. The fight or flight is very strong in the fight realm for good old Tay.
And the guy got a hood. You know what? Shout out to you, Tay. This start was horrendous for you. Not by your own fault, of course. You were handed the turd lane.
That's right.
You're turning it around. You're polishing that turd into gold.
There's a golem, and that's a fatal bond, and catches it onto a couple. Pale Horse in some trouble, trying to get out. Crow, can he keep him alive? Oh, it's a lot of regen. Jump forward, not a long enough chain, and the Chakram connects for the kill. Tay, right as the freaking missile connected onto him, Gremlo throws out the boat to run away. Just like that, Felt pull it back in again. Dude, they're doing it.
Inopportune place to bring their gyro, I think. Unless they were fully committing. They have commitment issues, you know?
That's right. The classic. Well,
that's a nice looking arena. Man, that's got to be tempting.
yeah. Another round of the Chakram coming out
No
there.
Astral now, too.
Meteor Hammer. They have Arena still if they want to use it. Cookie away. Keeping Tay alive for the moment. Torrent's going to connect.
Oh, there it is.
And there's the Arena. Big ol' one drop down. They didn't do enough with the Say's Eclipse for the kill, but they will bring down Tay. And now with the Astral, with the chase down, Zor in trouble, Zor dead. It was looking good for a moment, but only a moment.
Well, I like how getting Astral gives you time to reflect and click over on your allies and see things like, oh, we don't have Mortimer's Kisses, and oh, we don't have Golem. This was a nice arena, but I just did. Oh, they got him.
No. Big play. Spirit Vessel's good item.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would not waste those on anyone but Morphling. Right. And now he's looking at this E-Blade like,
Yeah.
do I have a choice? Not really. Like with Timber's game, I think I don't think he can go like Manta.
No.
Well, I mean, he definitely can't now. He's got an Eagle Song, but someone's got to do something.
Canis Vulpes. Ooh, spotted him. Too late.
Got to put that on my tombstone. So, someone's got to do something. Sounds like some really inspiring words for future generations.
I was just like, I like to imagine that as your last words.
It covers so many situations.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do something. I could be burning alive.
Oh, no.
Plane could be crashing. Could be a climate crisis that just slowly swallows the world. You know,
Yeah,
this is.
that's good.
I imagine in
words.
very fine cursive penmanship as well. You know.
Yes. Or bold.
Yeah, impact bold.
All right, we're getting close to the shard here.
That's basically how Felt feel right now. It is impact bold. They're smoking. Someone's got to do something. I bought an E-Blade team.
Dude, they're so ready with this Warlock ulti.
All right, this tower, though. They're looking at it like, is it time? They're coming. Grandma, do it. Do it now. Pull the trigger. Deny it.
Gonna boat him instead. Yules afterwards. Sick play. Turns around, blows up one. That's an E-Blade right to the face. And then the Golem with the spear catching now on to Canis Vulpus, pulling him down to death. Well, Pale Horse, a lot of that damage got eaten up by the arena. As the turn continues, they try and bring down Gremlo. He's too tanky. Comart also needs to back out of there before things start falling apart.
Although another E-Blade.
E-Blade back up. Round 2, maybe a chance. Disarm is there. Now needs to back away. Switches over for a moment. And Gremlo taking a ton of damage from Tay there. Another Timber Chain in a sec. Tries to back away. The heal coming in. Pretty good, but not good enough. They eventually find the kill.
Well, they found Comart.
Yeah.
And he's got TP. Oh, but wait. No, there's no X.
The
Oh!
lift! Goats from the side. Manages to find him. And just going to accept his fate. Comart brought down to death. Oh, man. And Goat also gets to switch over to Strength form afterwards. That's nice.
Nice. All right. Excellent defense in the mid lane. That almost looked like the moment that they needed from the Fel, especially from the instant blow up of the Rubik. They came in there with the numbers, but and they even stopped the Meteor Hammer follow from Canis Vulpus too.
Yeah. It can't feel good when you're losing these rock fights.
Yes, that is a bad sign. And now, lift into spear, easy.
Yeah, nice pickup there. Yeah, losing spear, that one hurts. Giving that one away to Rubik.
Oh, it's
definitely having a
Secret
good
Agent
game.
Gremlo.
Oh yeah?
007, baby.
I don't understand.
You just let it marinate a while. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
There it is. Okay.
There
I
it is.
see.
There-
That took
there
me
he
a
is.
second. Yeah, good play. I mean, that's what you want out of an offlane Kunkka, right? You just be involved, be around, do a few things, but not too much. Meanwhile, Tay gonna get dropped there. Canis Vulpus gets the kill, a lift afterwards on the Comart, but they don't have that much left afterwards. And now they find themselves a nice little pick here onto Mars. The Banish will absorb that missile, but pulling him back in, and good Yules afterwards. Gremlo tries to time it, does connect. The heal is still there, though.
Miracle escape if he gets out of this.
They find anything else afterwards. Zor throws out the spear, gonna connect. Fatal Bonds onto all. Where's the extra damage? E-Blade comes out. Oh, but the lift in the midst of it. He couldn't do it. Didn't get the kill. Tries to take down the missile. Gets away afterwards.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well,
Run them over.
another
Oh no,
X.
Justice, don't do it, man.
Oh, this one hurts. Oh, cookie out though. Poorly timed. Another E-Blade combo. Fatal Bond has worn off though. But the tier 2 tower takes some more damage as Arkosh continue this diabolical spree here and looking very good in the game number 2. 8,000 gold up.
Yeah, they have spear, but no spear vessel charges here, so I don't really see this working out that well. Oh, but all right, Cadis is Nimbus. Now we're talking. Tay's just like, again? Seriously?
They have Golem. Thinking about a
They got
turn. Wanting to go. They're a little late. Yeah, and they just got to give them up.
If you guys haven't played OD in a hot minute since he sinks this patch, when you Meteor Hammer with max level Astral, you just Meteor Hammer when it's going under the H in Banished. There's your hot tip. Yeah.
Oh, Zor's in maybe a little bit of trouble as well. Realizes the danger, backs away. And that's a tier 2 tower dead. Again, Arkosh. I mean, there's been a couple moments here where it felt like Felt could make some moves, but just haven't been able to connect fully with it. And now they're just losing all their towers around the map.
Yeah, and as predicted, the BKB is coming out for Pale Horse, and thus the game's in deep, deep trouble. This is where they can pretty much do whatever they want. They do not have an answer to this. And meanwhile, Comart is just hoping that he can get some sort of a Dispel on the Morphling. Pretty much has to go for Manta.
Yeah. The Spirit Vessel has really been rocking his world. Oh, and they're even going to go for a pipe next, too, to help absorb that Fatal Bonds damage. I mean, yeah, it's just really tough. Very difficult at this point to take this fight in anything other than a 5v5. But even a 5v5 doesn't feel great.
Well, you know that YouTube series, Will It Blend?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now I'm questioning that about Gremlo. Will it bend? Will he buy the shard?
Oh.
Because so
Wow.
far, he's not the waterbender that I've been talked about here.
It's true. You need to see
And
it.
let me see it. Let me see it.
Crow gets to relocate away. He's going back home for a second. Are they going to stay here and kill him? I mean, they're losing a tower for it.
That's a tier 1. It's about sending a message, you know.
That's right. Take him down. Okay, get stomped.
Kind of tanky.
He is. This is a powerful IO on Crow.
Radiant's top tower
I wish that they would have tipped him right there. Tipped Crow. You know?
Might just be a little bit depressing when you're losing by this much. I think they can feel it.
is under attack.
But, you know, maybe they just need a little bit of spice back in their game.
Need something.
Zora's about to find some spice up here.
Okay. Yules. Lift afterwards by Goat. Boat comes out. Hard kill to get, but they're able to catch him onto that tree for the moment at least. Zor very low.
nice.
The golem comes out. Good ulti immediately afterwards. The fatal bond, but I mean, they still have Coco's rum going as well. It's not going to happen.
Kane's just snuck that in there right before the golem stun. And got the
Yeah.
pick off. I think that's totally worth it to just knock down Mars. They basically need Mars to go make plays.
Well, and Roche is still available if they want to go for it.
Yeah, what is it with Arkosh and Roche? They don't really pick Roshing heroes, do they?
No. They
It's like they
want
have
to
these
worship
giant leads, and you're like, oh, Roche might be risky right now with this 12k lead at 24 minutes.
it. Another X. Pulls him back in. There's the torrent. Do they have anything to chase him down with, though?
Radiant's middle tower
They're just
is
messing
under
with him
attack.
continuously. I like to think that they like worship Roche, and so it's like killing their god. You know, they have to do it to win sometimes, but they don't
true.
want to.
He's just the sacrifice along the way. I love how their logo is the Prowler, and there's just no Prowlers anymore. That's pretty great.
Radiant's
They were
top
so
tower is
demonic,
under
they had to be
attack.
removed.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think this was completely the right play from Comark to go for the BKB instead of the Manta. This is way better. Because he's going Scythe on OD. So his life could have been extremely sad.
No Morphling in this fight, but can they bring down Gremlo? Boat goes out there, connects, looking for the finish. Not enough. He gets the stick off. Arena is down. Great torrent to follow up, but
BKB?
Sapphire ulted, stolen Arena. This is looking rather rough as Arkosh takes down the Mars yet again, kill Tay, and now focusing the Warlock. One by one they fall. And you have to imagine that, again, all of this was set up by just, you know, good draft, good laning stage, and that OD switcheroo. Rough stuff.
The power of the sacrifice bringing us the only OD win in Season 2 DPC. Amazing. It's looking so good for them right now. I mean, we've seen some pretty ridiculous near comebacks today in terms of big 5-man wipes, and they do have the Warlock with 4 points in Fatal Bonds and a Timber Saw that does have crazy burst damage. Doesn't matter how much gold you have, right? He's
true.
not gold dependent for his damage, and he still tears it up, so
Well,
I don't want to say there's a chance, but there is a chance. They have some wombo combo here.
Warlock's Fatal Bonds transfers the damage type too, right? So I think it still works that way. So it would be doing all pure damage out,
Yes.
which is kind of cool as well.
Very good.
Can they do it though? Oh, has their god forsaken
Play
them?
the music. Put in the cassette.
Looking for it. 6
Make it
seconds.
epic.
6 seconds.
Oh,
Arena's
no.
down. Stolen Arena Pale Horse. He gets the Aegis. Oh, it hurts. And
He
they're
is
gonna
the
lose
GOAT.
Mars.
It's true.
Oh god, he's just trying to get away. There's no getting away. They're gonna take you down on the Snapfire. The Meteor Hammer lands as the Torrent knocks you up in the air, and Arkosh, now with Aegis as well as the Shard, it's devastating.
They even had the good timing, but
Yeah.
Goat held the arena.
Wow. Very impressive. Who actually got the Shard? Or no, that was still the first Roche. I keep on forgetting. Like 27 minutes. Where is it?
Oh, Gremlo's into it now, though. Has queued up the Aghanims and the Shard, so we'll get there eventually.
X, Torrent. Realizing that's not going to work. And they run away. Can appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good. Without question, the best hero to be 25 Dota plus is Morphling.
Yeah.
You get
Or 30
everyone's
now.
lines. I mean,
Dyer's
30. You're right.
bottom tower
Sorry.
is under attack.
True. He's got some work to do here, Komart.
We'll get
Needs to
there.
be a grand master. Ooh.
Takes so long. It's
It
kinda
really
ridiculous.
does. It's
Dyer's
amazing.
bottom tower is under attack.
But when you get there, it's worth it. For some
Is that what they
heroes.
tell you?
Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, it depends on the hero. You probably don't have a lot of soul left. Some
No,
of them.
that's true. Yeah. You don't. And afterwards, do you really want to play it any more games? That's the other thing.
You've got to
All
work
right.
on the next one.
Golem, he is going for the Aghanims. 2,000 gold away on the Warlock.
All right.
And has the shard. Took the Fatal Bonds damage. All these pieces coming together, Trent. You just got to believe enough.
I believe that they could sneak out and get some neutrals. Maybe they can kill those guys. They're pretty
Okay.
weak still.
All right.
I think they can win that fight. Maybe.
Gremlo, again, being a bit of a butthead. They lose the Warlock. Gets obliterated right outside the base.
Well, he's a position 5, so he definitely has buyback. Says Arkosh.
Well, boat's gonna connect, and they just drop the ulti on him afterwards. No buyback on the Warlock. He does not have enough gold. The arena is down to keep alive their other heroes. They need them all at this point. Take down that missile. All right, and the first high ground siege, it's gonna commence. Can they stop it? It's gonna be tough.
All right, it's coming back.
That's the Hex. That's the big jump in. Cookie not gonna stop it.
I'm here,
Cookie
guys.
stolen. Big old rock down, but the rock's stolen maybe. No, it's Fatal Bond stolen. Well,
Oh,
snap
good
fire
job.
ulti. Doing a lot of damage. Trying to take down Pale Horse. It's not gonna be enough. Just doesn't have the reach.
I love this
And
smoke
just
from
like
Goat,
that.
and he just stops moving. He's like, yeah, let him come out.
Oh no. Fatal Bound. The lift, the pullback. Waiting for it, but not finding it. Well, no more Golem now. We'll see if Arkosh want to keep this aggressive maneuvering forward. It feels pretty good to just keep running at him.
Yeah, they're not scared. Satanic's back up to the buildings.
Slow and steady burn of a Warlock ability. Spear off the mark. Hexed afterwards. Torrent's going to get
Again?
the lift up. Dead again. Brought down rather rapidly. Komar trying to turn, trying to get this kill here onto Pale Horse. It's not going to happen. Satanic, Aegis, BKB, IO all behind him. Felt they have nowhere left to go as the beatdown commences. They take down the Warlock. GG's called. Excuse me, the Morphling. Regardless, it has been a rough one.
Did it
One
again.
more time. I mean, that feels more appropriate easy mid, but also less appropriate because you just pick the counter pick.
Yeah, grats. You bought nulls. You can pick OD. You know that sort of level.
Yeah.
Oof.
Damn, dude. Rough game.
Is that your dogs in the background, or? See, it said rough. Yeah, it's good.
That's
Yeah, that's kind of game it was. So, I don't know. Game 1 was there were moments where I felt like they had something. I mean, it was pretty clowny at the start. Obviously, game 1 there was a lot of good banter back and forth. I'm not sure what kind of an attitude felt head about this series. Like, came in like a little cocky. I don't know if that was like, oh, we're gonna lose, ha ha ha. These guys are way better than us, or like just trying to play into the atmosphere that is Arkosh. But tell you one thing, Arkosh, aside from all the all tank stuff, they were business. And both games, pretty cool strats. Innovative drafting, taking the OD when it's not a hero we see a lot, and absolutely spanked all 3 of those cores. So they did not get to play Dota. And the Veno in game 1, I thought that was really cool.
Totally. It was an interesting. I mean, I still don't like the Venom game 1 because it just hurts my soul a little bit. But you know, that's something that I'll deal with, some private sort of pain to work through. This one, to me, it felt very clean. It's cool to see an OD work, and like to show that there's still a lot of room to kind of grow within this patch, and that, you know, if you pick it in the right matchup, it's going to be solid. That being said, we haven't seen that many like Kunkka's mid, I feel like, and then like Timber is the counter, and then the counter for the counter, just reiterating the value that Flex can have in a draft. So kind of cool there. Anything else that you were able to draw from this one, or no?
No, that was a little. They've absorbed all my knowledge.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I have as well, Trent. We're gonna go
Thank
to
you.
a quick break. When we get back,
Doesn't
to
take
gonna
long.
break it all down, and we're gonna hopefully get an interview as well. So we'll see you all on the other side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a win for Arkosh on this one. Felt, unfortunately not able to get that redemption arc that Tay was going for, but at the very end of the game, I did see Tay throw a tip back over to Canis Vulpes, even after eating the easy mid for the second time. So, hopefully they're not in total down spirits. But gentlemen, it's Arkosh who get the win. They remain at that middle of the pack. The opportunity to move into D1 is potentially there, given outcomes of other teams and maybe hopeful tiebreaker scenarios. But let's talk about game 2. Neff, your insight on it. You gave me a tidbit before that Canis Vulpes was feeling himself a bit, enough to possibly change his name. What did he change it to?
Oh yeah, I pulled that one up and I saw the match on Dota afterwards. He changed his name to King Canis, Slayer of Europeans. Very powerful.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he did. They came over. They thought they were going to have an easier time in NA, and Arkosh give him the business here. But
That's the true American dream, is thinking it's going to be easy over here.
But yeah, what else is to say? They played the draft in a manner that they knew they were going to score themselves something tasty, right? And of course, the first pick Wisp comes out, and you could see as practice as it was. But what may not have been as practice was this Gremlo Kunkka, Suns fan, not the waterbender we were hoping to see, but it was still something. It did all right. He didn't die. 21 assists, I guess, is pretty good. But were you impressed?
No, but I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't unimpressed either, Mr. Dakota. Thank you for asking that. I know that there's some lore behind this, but I know for a fact that Gremlo is actually not on good terms with Pop-Tart, so he may or may not already know what the Pop-Tart build is and purposely did not build it in spite of him. But for this specific game, you guys kind of talked about it, but the OD last pick was really good, and up flexing the Kunkka into the off lane, and OD versus Timber is pretty much unwinnable for the Timber. Gyro, I'm not a huge fan of that hero, but with an IO, it makes it work. Got his farm pretty fast with the Maelstrom Ags, which, the thing about Gyro just feels like it's literally the same build every single game. But if you can get a good timing, then it's pretty strong to the late game. And then the Gremlo Spirit Vessel was kind of the nail in the coffin against a hero like Morphling. It's pretty rough.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, it does look like we have an interview. I don't know if I could title it as the winner's interview, though, because as typical with Arkosh, they like to send in a proxy at times to act as himself. And it seems like we have friend of Canis Vulpes, good buddy Cannabis Vulpes. Maybe related because of the last name, Mr.
Hello,
Cannabis
gentlemen.
Vulpes. GG's, and welcome to the broadcast.
Hello.
Hello, sir. We did have a debate at the beginning of this series. I hope you can help us chime on. We were talking about breakfast foods and having a debate between waffle, pancake, and French toast. If you had to pick one, and with the name Cannabis, I'm sure you like your munchies. Can you tell me which one would be your favorite?
Probably chocolate. I like chocolate.
Chocolate. Fantastic
yes.
choice. Fantastic. All right. Well, for reals, though, to speak for Cannabis Vulpes, a man who seemed to be, putting it all out there, a couple of easy mids. Yeah, he stomped them. I just want to know.
Apologies, sir, Mr. Cannabis.
What does this win mean to him?
All right. First off, his name is not Canis Vulpes. He's, I believe he's Armenian. His actual name is supposed to be pronounced as Canis Vulpes. So there's a difference there. I do believe most of the casters are being incredibly disrespectful to him by just assuming he's white, so his name has to be Canis. But such is not life.
Okay.
And yes, your question now, Dakota.
Yes. The question was, what do you think this win means to Mr. Vulpes?
Oh, I don't think Canis cares about too much.
Okay.
I think he cares for the money. And I'm sure he was really happy to let out the easy mid there at the end.
Oh yeah.
I think that's about it.
All right, yeah, got to get the money. I'm sure.
I
Rent,
did see his
AP.
name changed to something against the Europeans, so you
Yeah,
know
I
he
I
did
saw
play with
that.
a bit more passion than usual, I'd say.
That was actually going to be my question. As he said, his name changed to King Canis, Slayer of Europeans. An incredibly powerful name change. So I imagine that might have pushed him a little bit harder that game, especially with that Storm coming back into that game, slaying that Lina in the mid lane. Impressive stuff by him.
Yeah, Canis has a lot of talent. It's just
Canis.
he just doesn't choose to stop correcting me. He's my brother. I know him. I don't know why. Whatever.
Yeah, sorry about that. That is a Suns fan, or you can call him
Apologies.
Soons fan if you want to get him back
Snuss
at
fan,
that.
as some people like to
You
say.
know,
Yeah, that's
but
right.
you know, he has questions. I'm sure he's dying to ask you on behalf, of course, of the real
Of
Mr.
course.
Volpus. So,
Yeah,
Soons
we
fan.
don't get a lot of information from Slacks about the lore behind some of the characters, I guess we can call them. Canis Vulpus, as your friend is known. Thank you, by the way, Cannabis Vulpus, for joining us today. I would like to know
Of
what
course.
does Canis Vulpus like to do in his like off time? Like, what does he do for fun?
I think he likes playing board games a lot. He likes drinking. He likes alcohol. He likes liquor. He likes watching Dota. He likes all chatting a lot. I think that's probably the biggest one, like all chat and tips.
Oh.
I did think he asked Slack specifically to buy him Dota Plus recently, just so he can have the ability to tip his opponents. It's really important for the
Okay.
middle lane.
Sounds like a really well-rounded individual. Another question for you,
I
Mr.
would not say so.
Cannabis Vulpus.
He does not shower. He does not shower.
Oh well.
Well,
It's why I'm here because of him. The
I
others
see.
are here as well from the team, but they just like choose to send me in because they can't stand being in the same room as him. He smells
Yeah.
of I don't even know.
As soon as the game is over, they just get out of the room, I imagine.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh
Yeah,
no, they're never in the
totally
same room with him
understandable.
as well. He's the only one on
Mm.
Discord, and then all of the others are they're in person. But it's
Mm.
fine. He's a dog, so he can't really speak English anyways. I'm his
Yeah,
Twitter
I
guy
know.
as well.
After talking to
He just
Slacks,
Mhm.
sorry for interrupting Cannabis Vulpus, but after talking to Slacks, I know that hygiene is definitely not a top priority for basically anybody on the team, but more so.
Oh yeah, Slacks is the
anyway.
manager, so you would expect so.
Yeah, well, speaking of Slacks, what do you think from your observation, at least your perspective? What kind of influence has he had on the roster as a whole?
I'm not too sure. I believe he's just there to be the water boy to make sure that the team has a common interest to play for. You know, these people they don't really care about much. All chatting and money is about the two things that can bring them together, I think. And Slacks just gives them an environment where they can do so. So
Does he try to bring credence to his words by mentioning the fact that he was second at TI? Does he do that a
he
lot?
does do that a lot. He does do that, but I think they just ignore him. The
Okay.
guy uses a dollar sign for his hotkeys, so I don't know how anyone can take him seriously.
That's
Does
true.
he really? That's insane. Why?
We'll have
Was
to
it-
ask him.
The universe is only questions, not answers.
All
I
right,
see.
fair enough. On that note, I would be happy to step in, and we don't have to hold you here that much longer, Mr. Cannabis. Thank you so much. Send GGs, of course, to
Pleasure.
your brother and good friend, and we wish you the best moving forward. We wish Arkosh the best.
All
moving
right,
forward.
easy mid. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night. Good night. Easy mid. The last words, even of the interview, let alone games 1 and 2.
Good stuff.
Arkosh feeling themselves. Good. It's fun. It's good. We're getting different perspectives. Not really the soul of the team yet, but we're at least getting some new, unique insights. Not just shadowy figures voiced by who we assume are common talent folk. And Suns fan. It
Right
seems
on
like
cue,
Arkosh
Dakota.
still
Right on cue.
possessing that TV right behind you, my man. I don't know what's going on there, but you may want to get that looked at. So, gentlemen, as we transition now, I want to take an updated look at our standings here. With these wins, where does that leave us? Well, unfortunately for Felt, it leaves them at the bottom. They are 0-5. We already know they're mathematically out, and they would need to win every series moving forward and hope that maybe Electronic Boys also lose some series and that they could tiebreaker their way to stay in. We don't know still what's at stake in terms of TI. If all they said that if you were in if you were in the DPC for season 2, that you will be in regional qualifiers. That's the only information we know out there. So still fighting to stay in the hopes of that. But up at the top, with D2 Hustlers still undefeated, now Arkosh are going to be 3-1. They are in that 3rd place slot. What do you think, gentlemen? Neff, with a performance like that today, do you think Arkosh can finish out the rest of their schedule and look at possibly being in Division 1 come season 3?
It's going to be close. Dogchamp is a strong rival for them. I think you saw some of their Twitter posts last season. They wanted Dogchamp to win. I think towards the end of the season, they could move towards. They had a chance of tiebreakers and moving upwards, but they also wanted them to lose because of Lukey Lukey. There's some serious rivalry there. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah.
I think D2 Hustlers is basically guaranteed. A tiebreaker between Arkosh and Dogchamp would be absolutely insane. I think that would be the perfect way to close out season 1. There'd be no better storyline.
Yeah, I mean, Sunset, I don't know if I'm sure you could agree with that. I mean, it's almost kind of a copy paste from what we saw in season 1. If you're saying D2 Hustlers are kind of the 2 based of this go around, they are going to be secured to D1, but a battle for that 2nd spot, that is where things are going to be interesting.
Yeah, can't wait. I mean, if Arkosh loses again, then it's not mathematically out in terms of the top 2, but it becomes very likely that Dogchamp gets one of those top 2 positions. So it's going to be a pretty hype match, whenever that is. Dakota, back to you.
Whenever it is, and it's not like I'm that good of a host that I know it out of my ass like that, because I don't. But we're going to go to the end of the day, gentlemen. That wraps things up. So it's been an absolute pleasure to bring you a day of upper division and lower division action on behalf of course, Neff and Suns fan. We had Jenkins earlier who says in chat he's, doing well after his sphincter surgery. So lots of blessings to Jenkins over there. And also blessings to Lyrical, to Trent, to Pop-Tart, and production. We'll see you back for more action come on Thursday with more upper division. Bye, Pop-Tart, and bye, everybody at home. Take care now.